Yeah, hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of the aims of this channel is to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to our friends, right? So, having said that, let us get into today's topic. So, currently, we're discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is how to integrate generative AI with your company's technology strategy. This particular article has been published in February 27th, 2024. Why does it matter? At food service company Cisco, generative artificial intelligence is another tool that optimizes sales processes and supply chains. Companies already focused on adopting and effectively using digital tools and technologies are now figuring out how GenAI fits in, right? So at Cisco, a food service company with $76 billion in sales in fiscal year of 2023, generative AI is another tool that can help with optimizing sales, operations, and supply chain performance, merchandising, and product assortment. Tom Peck, an executive vice president and chief information and digital officer at Cisco, discussed how the company is using generative AI during a recent webinar with MIT Sloan principal research scientist George Westerman. Digital technology, AI, and generative AI are not just pervasive in our business; they are really driving our transformation. Upwards of 80% of orders now customer placed and data from AI is driving those upsell, cross-sell shopping experience as opposed to more transactional reorders. While Cisco has been using traditional AI and machine learning for some time, the company is still experimenting with generative AI use cases. Currently, its efforts are supporting two primary areas. One area was sales and support. Cisco maintains nearly 2 million SKUs, about 200,000 of which are in high demand among customers. The firm has been leveraging traditional AI and analytics to make product recommendation, but generative AI can incorporate unstructured data such as images or social media data to capture additional signals. So this is helping the company, more creative, feeding the shopping cart for the customers. They are starting to see the bigger shopping carts and higher margins by turning traditional AI into more generative AI. The second area is supply chain. It's where Cisco is trying to use Gen AI. Any warehouse operation, especially in food industries, depend on data and algorithms to move and track product efficiently. In that vein, Cisco is using AI and generative AI to manage inventory, optimize warehouse logistics, and route customer deliveries more efficiently, right? So one example is intelligent substitutions, which means using AI to suggest alternative products when something is out of stock or delivery is impacted by weather event, right? The smart routing uses onboard telematics to better manage the company's 14,000 truck fleet by using information about weather conditions, traffic, and onboard temperature zones in vehicles for more dynamic routing. So Gen AI can also gate optimal product picking in the warehouse and truck loading. Tom Peck has recommended four best practices for deploying generative AI. The first one is integrate generative AI into broader technology strategy. At Cisco, AI and generative AI are components of broader automation strategy. Most business cases can be solved with robotic process automation, bots, or traditional AI. If those technologies can't solve the problem, it's time to consider building something using generative AI capabilities. I don't need a generative AI strategy. What I need is an automation strategy. The second best practice for deploying Gen AI is consider buying versus building. Cisco opts to purchase AI capabilities such as robotic process automation, bots, and tools before building its own large language models because the company prefers the capabilities to part of native tool sets, right? So we will buy and leverage what we already have, and then if we have to, we'll go to one of that technology providers, right? The third best practices is understand roles and talent. Cisco views generative AI as a productivity enhancer for humans rather than as an employee replacement. So instead of creating a formal AI team, Cisco trains and teaches employees new skills and makes sure people have the right tools at their disposal, right? So don't underestimate the talent you already have. I don't. I would rather take an internal employee who's engaged and talented and teach them skills to become an AI architect or developer, right? The final advice could be, CIOs can take a leadership role. Most CIOs are chief information officer or digital officers are business savvy and play a leading role in driving transformation and business process improvement. Generative AI is another opportunity for them to step up and play an influential role. So finally, before we close this video, let's talk about three things to remember about using generative AI. The first one is it's not about technology, right? So we are here to solve business problems first. Generative AI may or may not be first on the priority list, and sometimes a more basic automation strategy might solve the problem, but have your business owners work every day closely with you? So that's a question you need to ask. The second thing to remember is experiment and match tools to use cases, right? Business should not feel overly obligated to build their own vertical technology stack or perfect their data sets before experimenting with AI, right? So instead, companies should experiment with Gen AI and put guardrails in place that encourage experimentation, right? So we are learning and adopting. That's how we get smart and comfortable. So experimenting allows you to learn and fail fast, right? So final thing is don't forget organizational implications, right? So some people fear using AI and others need help managing expectations about its capabilities. So companies have to understand where people experiment, how they experiment, and what is this technology means to people with the different roles, right? So how do you encourage people to learn and participate? You cannot underestimate the organization and talent component of leading an AI and generative AI strategy. Yeah. So with this, we come to the conclusion of this particular video. Hope you guys got a better understanding how to fit GenAI strategy with overall automation strategy, right? So we have seen some examples from Cisco how they are placing GenAI in in sales and warehousing, right? So we talked about four important things to deploy GenAI, right? We talked about how do we fit GenAI into automation strategy, how CIOs can take a leadership role, right? How we can train people and fit the roles and map the roles so that you don't need separate resources before you understand the people's thought behind it, understanding their requirement and make them comfortable with that, right? So finally, you need to understand, you need to think about buying instead of building it by your own actually, so you can fit your technology stack, cannot overburden the business. So find a way, whether it is a make or a buy, make decision will help you, right? So with that, I hope you guys like these kind of videos that helps you to become a better digital leader, right, in future. So with that, I'm signing off. See you in next video.